Hello, lovely people. This is another interview with the artist. So today is Sahana, and Sahana is a Sydney-based artist. She has attended, won, and organized workshops and art events. She loves exploring with all sorts of colors and paints. And the best thing about her was that her art was displayed in Julie Peadon's art studio. So she had her first solo exhibition at Macquarie University in Sydney. Welcome.
It was very funny because I was just waiting for my bus and it got delayed by half an hour, and I was just roaming around Des Moines. This was around 11 in the morning, so got nothing to do, and I just bumped into her studio and I just had this wonderful chat with her, and she offered me to show my work in studio, and I was overwhelmed. I think I even cried a bit because it was a very big thing for me.
Yeah, serendipity.
Very quick. It was just like that. Start was when I have always loved colors, and I started off as a kid, just picking up bits of fabric that are not really useful around home, and I used to just paint using watercolors and just put it against the walls instead of painting on canvas or paper. I used to recycle basically. So that's pretty much how I started. And we all obviously had like art classes in school. From like 4th or 5th grade, I was even selected for like Southeast Asia's, best artist.
God, that's amazing. The first part of the interview is about icebreaker questions. So, which superhero are you?
I love superheroes, but I can't really compare myself as
at least have one person who thinks that, okay, they can't be a superhero. Our second part of the section is actual art related questions. So, how do you give back to the artist community?
By giving my best to the art and sharing my knowledge. I've actually conducted the workshops here as well, but it was not for any commercial. It was just a couple of my friends who wanted to learn something, and I personally wanted them to learn too, and it had been like quite a while since I painted and taught someone, so it was a different experience for me. So there's always giving and getting something back. I think that's one thing I always, even when it comes to any of my artworks, I don't really I'm not very selfish about it. I just want to, keep giving. In fact, we do have an artist community as well. Okay.
Which color do you use the most in your art?
Oh, this is interesting. I would like to say that it's got to do with my emotions a lot. Sometimes when I'm in a very peaceful mind, I tend to use more cool colors like blue, green. Yellow is a very tricky color because it can be warm and cool as well. It depends on where you put it. Cool colors when I'm in a very normal mood, but if I'm stressful and if there's a deadline to finish that, probably warm colors. Mostly it's just the cool colors, just blue, because when I just look back around my room also, I see a lot of blues. So I think I like the cool colors.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm a very chill person.
Yeah. What is that one lesson that you learned as an artist?
So this is, it's not just personal. I think it's also from life. It's a very common thing that, everyone's just saying that you have to be calm and patient. So as like from childhood, I've always been that hyperactive kid, and even like I'm very impatient too. Well, my name technically means to be, the tolerance, just to be calm. But to be very honest, painting has, taught me how to put my emotions on a paper. Honestly, it's not just very satisfying. Just my mood completely changes when I start painting. I'm much calmer. So even if I'm sleeping, you wake me up in middle of the night or like whatever time, I'll still, tell you about it, or I'll just go crazy and very bold things. So when I got here, I really wanted to go paint a live sunrise. So, and I'm put up quite inside the eastern suburbs. So I was like, okay, fine. If I go to the beach, and unfortunately I don't drive. So I just took my housemate and we were at the beach the whole night just to get the proper sunrise. She had no clue. And then when got the proper view, I just took out my brush and I just painted it out, just that painting. And a lot of my friends and people have, asked for the painting. Since it's quite small, I mean, it really can't be priced. They're like, we'll give you a lot for this. I'm like, still, it's a memory. It's not worth the money.
Some things are very close to her.
There are like 4 or 5 paintings that I've done such adventurous events.
Beautiful adventures. Sahana, if somebody has to find you, how can they see your art and where can they find you?
I'm on Instagram. So I have an art page on Instagram. It's called Artsy Sahu. You can just find me there, and I'm open to, paint your heart out. Only if you explain.
Thank you so much for this beautiful interview today and telling us all your wonderful stories. It was amazing.
Likewise. Thank you so much.
Thank you.